What's up, everyone? My name is Tube, and welcome back to the second episode of me reviewing every single Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet. And we're just gonna dive straight on into it because last episode, or the part one, was very long. So let's just get involved in this. Yeah, Tinkatink. I mean, I don't like the first stage of this. I like the shiny, the fact that it's like it's rusted metal, like as if it grabbed a shiny Corviknight from Galar and was like, "This is mine now." So when you realize that the shiny is literally just a shiny Corviknight or something along those lines, it's rusted metal. It's like bronze. It's kind of cool. A lot of the shinies in this region have kind of been eh. I'm not a big fan of this one. I like the Pokemon concept. I just don't like the shiny as much, and I don't really like the first design, but it's not bad. The second form is better, Tinkatuff. I mean, it's better. I like the hair, and I like how the hammer is sort of changing with it. The shiny, you could have still changed the hue of the body, made it a slightly different, like a little more purple, more white. I don't know, it's like that mediocre-ish, mid-stage. I don't have an attachment to this Pokemon, so I'm going to judge it harshly, but it's not bad. And then we get to the final evolution, which, oh my goodness, I like it. I think it's so messed up that they made Corviknight have a natural predator, and it's this thing. I like it. I like the Pokemon. It's definitely my favorite out of the three. The only thing I'd say that's bad about it is two things. Number one, the shiny is still just a hammer, and like the little bits on her side, and the fact that its attack stat is like 75, so it gets this super cool physical move, Gigaton Hammer, but you can't even 75 attack. Even Orthworm has more. I don't know. It's a cool looking Pokemon. I like it. It's cute. It's fun. It's definitely stupid. It feels like something out of an anime, which is exactly what Pokemon kind of is. I don't have a problem with it. It's cool. Definitely better than the other two. 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 overall. The final evolution is what sells it for me. Wiglet. I'm gonna put this Wiglet to where they're on my bed. No, look how cute they are. Okay. I have a soft spot for Wiglet. Even though I tried to use one on my team and he just sucks. He has no defense whatsoever. Do not use Wiglet unless you plan to evolve it long term. I think it's cute. The shiny's cool as well. The blue nose is obviously like the original one. It looks more so like original Diglett, but it's still like a nice welcome change. And look how cute it is. It's so cute. I love Wiglet. Wiglet is like 10 times better than Diglett. I love it. It's probably I definitely prefer it over Tentacool or Toadcool. Toad's cool, but Toad's Cruel is better than what it evolves into. Let me show you what this thing evolves into. This thing is a spawn of Satan really quickly. Like this thing's Pokedex entry states that the cuteness is just for display. This thing is a murderer, and it will drag you under the ground and eat you alive. Solid Pokemon. I like that the colors switch around. That's really creative. I also like the fact that the rock changes color. The shiny for the Wugtrio is what it's called. We predicted the name anyways. It was Wugtrio. The shiny is really cool. I like the blue. It definitely works with it because it's an ocean Pokemon. And the yellow nose is just kind of complete it. I really like the shiny. I don't know if I'd hunt for it, but I would definitely evolve it into a Wugtrio shiny if I ever got a Wiglet. And Wiglet, Wugtrio, those are just fun names to say. Dugtrio, Wugtrio. This is a solid Pokemon. And I really hope we get more like Convergent Evolution, Regional Fakes, whatever you want to call them. I think they're super cool Pokemon. And the shinies for this and Toad's Cruel are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good. The blue is the shade of the blue that they used is what completes it. Easily a good Pokemon. Not 10 out of 10, but easily cool. The lore behind it, the story, the messed up Pokedex entries is perfect. It's a bombarding bombardier bird. It's a bombardier. It's a bombardier. It's a cool Pokemon, alright? Let me just scratch my elbow or shoulder, whatever. It's a cool looking Pokemon. I like the fact that it's like a stork, like the storks that carry babies, but it drops like rocks and bombs instead because it's bombarding you. Probably my least favorite Titan just because it looks so, what's the word? I don't know, it's not intimidating, it's just a giant bird. The shiny's not bad. I've tried the shiny hunt for it. All that changes is the feet. Basically, the gray and the red swap places, but the problem is they literally don't even change like the rest of the feathers, so it just looks like this weird grayish color. So it doesn't even look. It doesn't even look that good. The shiny, not gonna lie, it's not good. They don't change enough. So you will probably walk by this unless you're actively looking for it. I mean, the only thing that changes is the beak and the feet and the eye. But that's it. You can't even tell it's shiny if you were just first glance. Because if this thing is facing another direction, you have no indicator. I don't know, good Pokemon, bad shiny, which is kind of like the norm. Finizen. Finizen is cute. I really, really like their shiny. This is probably one of the more solid shinies that they introduced in this generation. You know, it's purple. They don't change the blue at the ring, but I feel like that might have been intentional. They changed the eye color, which is cool. I don't know, I love the shade of purple that they use because it really like draws out like the inner dolphin cuteness thing. Solid Pokemon design, really solid. Also good shiny too. I'm gonna try and hunt for one. I found 2 Finizen outbreaks. I'm gonna try and hunt for this one. And then it evolves, which at first, also this thing's evolution, I thought it was a joke. Like they said it gained a heart. No, it literally gains a heart. Look at this. That's too big. That is the evolution. It gains a heart. They have a form. This thing is 650 BST. That is superior to every Paradox Pokemon except for Koraidon and Miraidon. Why does it have that much strength? As a line, I like it. I think it's a cool concept. I wish they added a bit more to Palafin, because you gotta imagine someone evolves it with Union Circle, which I see why they did it, but that's gonna be so difficult. And then it gains heart, and it's like, that's the only thing that changed? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's even worse than Maushold. But then the reason it's doing that is because that's a disguise. Its real form is Palafin Hero. And the shiny form is like a nice black. I do wish for the hero form they changed a bit more, like maybe make the blue parts over here purple. And if we're going to be honest, the shiny form of these two is better than the shiny form of whatever this is. I like the black, but if they made the blue purple, it would have looked really good. I do like the fact that the inner white was changed to a blue, but they could have kept the blue into purple like they did down here. Solid Pokemon. I don't have a problem with it. I just wish the shiny had a bit more to change it though. But still, really good shiny. Especially really good inspiration with superheroes and dolphins. It's such a fun Pokemon. I might use it if I ever get the chance, but I really like it. It's a cool concept. It's cool. I like the shiny that it's gold and this is silver. This is gold, this is silver. Gold, silver, Pokemon Heart Gold, silver. Really cool looking shiny. I actually like this Pokemon. I like the fact that the concept of it is that it's a poison type that crawled into a car engine and became another Pokemon. It's a cool idea. And then it evolves, and we saw this guy on the truck and was like, is that a Pokemon on the truck? Is that a Pokemon on the truck? The answer was yes. It's a Pokemon on the truck. Ooh, the shiny looks good. It's a golden Corrigan, and the pinkish part becomes like a darker blue. The tires stay the same, but I don't really think the tires need to change. It's a cool looking Pokemon. They also changed the eye color. Oh, they're gonna swap it. No, they don't swap it. I really like their shiny Pokemon, I'm gonna be honest. It looks cool. The gold is a nice touch, especially with the different pink. I feel like if the pink wasn't changed, it would have just been meh. But I like the subtle changes of the exhaustion pipes. This is a good Pokemon. Steel Poison is a type we've needed for a while, even if it's 4 times straight to ground, like a lot of type combinations are. But I really like this Pokemon. It's cool, and if I ever were to replay the game, I might use it with that whole Dream Team. Nah, I'd either use this or Tinkaton if I ever replayed the game. But I probably might prefer this just because of the poison typing. Then again, the 4 times ground typing. I don't know. I like this Pokemon. It has one eye. It's inside a car engine. It has a lure to it. Old poison Pokemon. It made itself into a car. It's a car engine that can drive. It has a tongue that comes out the little side. It's cool. I like it. I might shiny hunt for it. What are you going to do about it? This is a cool Pokemon. Also W. Game Freak at the end of the decks is taking straight W's, but L's for the shinies at the beginning. So I got a couple things to say about the shiny. But first of all, let's talk about Cyclizer. I didn't know if I would like when I figured out my team, I was like, I have like one slot missing, right? And after the Cyclizer run by, and I'm just like, I need a Dragon type and a normal type. He's a Dragon normal type. He gets Stab, on Body Slam, on Breaking Swipe. He has Shed Tail, which is OP as a frick. I like it. I like this Pokemon a lot. I like the idea of this. It's a modern Koraidon Miraidon, or like the Not Paradox. It's cool. You can ride around on it. It's a little lizard. It's green. It's like a little... It has like a little helmet visor, which also acts as the car's like window. It's a motorcycle, but again, the motorcycle helmet. There's a little orange part to be like when you open it and whatnot. It has tire on it. It's cool. Alright? It's cool. The shiny form, where am I doing this? The shiny form, on the other hand, is not bad. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. It's decent. It's like, it's not bad. I've seen people say that this is bad. It's not bad. I think the only reason I think it's bad, for one, is because of the color that they use. They make it like this palish green, which doesn't really look good on Cyclizer, but the head and the blue is what stands out. The blue is such a nice shade of blue that it actually works on the Pokemon. And the nice like whitish color is like contrasting with the normal black. I like it. I just wish that the main body was not this sick pale green, because they could have made it like a brown, or they could have made it reference Miraidon or Koraidon, and it could look really good if they just changed the pale green. But as of now, it's a decent shiny. Like I'd say 5 to 6 out of 10 on the shiny scale, and like Shiny Greninja and stuff is like 10. I don't know, it's a 5, it's a 6. It's not bad, but it's not the best. It's decent. I like it as a shiny, especially the blue. That's probably why I like it so much. Normal Cyclizer, probably one of my new favorite Pokemon in this generation. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's super cool. He's so fast. W shiny, W, whatever. It's W all around. Like, it's, this is good, this is good. They're both amazing. The only thing I would say about the shiny is I wish they changed the inner blue to maybe a red and orange. Something to differentiate it a bit more. But that is a nice shade of like cyan teal. It's like a silverish cyan. Orthworm is the best Pokemon. He's Solos. He literally is the best Pokemon they've introduced. I love him so much. I literally love him. He's a cute 8-foot worm that's like 20 feet, 30 feet tall in his Titan form. That's big. He has these little arms that he hits you with. He has like these little tendrils. He's like, I guess his cute little expression when you meet him, like, he's so cute. And then the shiny is good too. I want to hunt for the shiny. Orthworm Gym, Orthworm, Or, Earth, Earthworm, Earthworm, Worm, Earth, Or. It's an Or, Earth, Worm. It's genius. And his ability, what's it called? Earth Eater makes it immune to ground type attacks. And then, like, it gets Shed Tail. This thing should be banned in, like, OU, but this is like, it's in, like, RU or something. Why? It gets Shed Tail. It's immune to ground typing. It sets up a substitute and can tank Earthquakes. If you hit this thing with Earthquake, you will heal this thing back up to full. This thing should be in Ubers. But no, Annihilape's in Ubers. Orthworm can tank that Earthquake, no matter what you tell me. Easily 300 defense. This thing Solos. Greatest Pokemon in this generation. Greatest. One of the greatest. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. And I love it. 10 out of 10. Simple and effective. I'm not downloading it just because... okay, listen. As a Pokemon, it looks cool. As a Pokemon, it's cool. I like the idea of it. Its shiny form is also good, but you probably wouldn't notice it on first glance. Glimmet is a cool and unique Pokemon, especially since it has ties to terastallization. And its ability, Toxic Debris, which scatters poison spikes, top tier. I don't know why I didn't want to download this one, but it legit is cool. It's like a little plant crystal rock ball, but I like the little silvery indoor thing it has. This is also a cool Pokemon. The shiny looks way better than it typically did. You can also, there's a bit of different color tones. I don't know. I like this Pokemon. Glimmoro's cool, and also the official artwork. Can I have to show this? That is some cool official artwork. It looks cool. I also like the fact that when you find it as like on a bulb and whatnot, it's really creative. I really like this. It's also a rock poison, again, also 4 times weak to ground. I like this Pokemon. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I like it. I think it's a unique Pokemon that has ties to the creator, and there's some lore behind it in Gita, and there's just a hint of lore. I don't know what the lore is, but I think it's cool. The shiny form is pretty good. Look at the shiny. It's a golden like little doggy. I really like Greavard. Originally, I wanted to use Greavard on my team, and then I realized that Crocker's Fuecoco became a fire ghost, and I was like, oh man. I don't know, it has a really cool shiny. The only thing I wish that they changed with the shiny is they made the candle a different color. And that's just me nitpicking. The white can stay the same because, again, it's a dead ghost skeleton dog. You gotta have bone ghost on it somewhere. And I think the white keeps that. Only thing I'd say is that it'd be cool if like the candle was like a red now. It's gonna be an orangish. Just a hint of a change. I may do a whole video series where I change these because a lot of Scarlet and Violet content is probably gonna come out on the channel. I just wish that they changed this ever so slightly, just because I don't know, it would probably bring out more of the Pokemon. Doesn't even matter though because this doesn't even have the candle, but its shiny form doesn't even look bad. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I found a Houndstone outbreak and I looked up the shiny for this video. I actually like Houndstone shiny. They change more, and it makes me wish that for Greavard they changed the white bits to brown, because it would have felt more like a real dog. And I really like it's a skeleton dog. I really like Houndstone and Greavard as a Pokemon. Like it's such a cliche thing, a skeleton ghost dog, and we've seen it so often, but I think they did a really good job here, especially with the name Houndstone. It's a gravestone and evolves as it's literally a cemetery. You have the candles, then you have the cemetery stone. It's supposed to be like a metaphorical thing. Easily my favorite dog Pokemon. I don't know, this generation, and I don't know, recently. It's definitely a Pokemon, right? Like, they changed enough about it to where I think it works. Let me take off my glasses. We're gonna be serious about this. Okay, I've seen people compare it to a boxing glove. I've seen people say that it looks too much like a flamingo. These are all valid criticisms. However, this thing is cracked. It has an ability where it like copies stat changes and whatnot, and that is OP. First of all, 8 copies. If you have like 6+ across the board, the stupid flamingo comes in like quick attack, extreme speed. Your life is done. And I think it's stupid, but it works. Like, I think the only thing that they could have changed is like maybe add more bird features to it, like maybe like add a male female variant, add like head feathers, add something to differentiate it from an actual flamingo other than the noodle beak and the wrapped around thing in the boxing glove, because it's just a normal flamingo. What they could have done is added like maybe give it tail feathers, neck feathers, maybe made the wings a different shape. I don't know, something to differentiate it from the shiny form isn't bad. It looks pale, but the thing is, I can tell that it's shiny. I just wish they used a different color for it. Like, it looks like they'd still decrease the saturation. So I feel like what could have been way better is if they just made it like a red or an orange, because there are orange flamingos. And then like Naranja, so you could have made an orange flamingo. Flamingo, Flamango, Flamango, Mango, Orange, Orange Flamingo. Orange flamingos exist. So an orange flamingo would have probably been the better shiny. Just saying, I'm probably going to make a video where I like fix shiny Pokemon just because it's bugging me. Because I don't think it's bad. It's simple and like, people are like, oh, it looks so much like a flamingo. But we literally have a rat as a Pokemon. And like a Pidgey. And a Rattata. And literally a bag of eggs. I don't think, who cares if it looks exactly like a flamingo? We literally have a bee. Like, we literally have like a Hera beetle. We have a caterpillar. Like, I don't care if it looks like a normal animal. It's missing something. It's missing like 1 or 2 design elements to make it good. This Pokemon solos Goku. It's freaking cute as frick. It has a little underbite, like it goes up, and then the gray, it becomes a gray, and the pink becomes an orange, and it's gray because whales are typically blue, gray, or black, and then And it's so cute. I literally went because I heard there was rumors of a Titan pre-evolution, and I'm like, I gotta find this thing. And I'm gonna cross the map. I went like to the 8th gym and found a level 30 Satotl, while the rest of my team was barely level 25. And I caught it in like a great ball after using Crockers to get to red. It's cute, and it's great, and then it evolves, and you're like, okay, it's a fairy beluga unicorn Norse whale from Spain. This should have been a Titan. So Titan, this should be the shivering avalanche Titan. You just see a whale. You know how cool this would have been? Like a Titan, so Titan in the Arctic, why did we get a freaking bird when we could have gotten a giant 30-foot whale? I don't know. The shiny is the sickest shiny in the game. Besides, what did I say? Tarantula, so Titan. And what else did I say? I said a third one. I can't remember what it was. I literally can't remember what the third shiny was. It's super cool. I love it. I want a shiny hunt for it. I'm shiny hunting for this right now. I'm running around Grusher's gym, Montevera, whatever my name is Rhyme. I got in my name. Whatever. I'm running around the whole ice Glissado mountain. One day I'm gonna find a shiny Satotl. One day. What was the third shiny that I said I really liked though? I can't remember what it. I like it as a Pokemon. It's a filayer. It literally fillets itself to do extra damage, and it has a scar across its body, which stays the same when it's shiny. But you can't really change scar. You can make it like a red color. That's not the problem. The shiny form is cool. All right, that's a good shiny. 7 out of 10 Pokemon overall. Good design. It's sleek. It's easy. It has a good ability which powers up slicing moves. It's good. It's great. It has a good looking shiny. The colors work. The red eyes make it look evil. It looks kind of robotic, which is kind of the theme for this game with slightly past and future Pokemon, even with Nimble and low kicks. It's a good Pokemon. But I hate it because every time I'm even near the lake, I'll see this guy come. Flint Lockwood! I see this guy just zoom through the water, and as I'm trying to catch a shiny Pokemon, this man will just be like, it's just, he's the Sharpedo of his generation. And if he wasn't the Sharpedo, I would have loved him, but now I just like him. 7 out of 10 overall, really good looking Pokemon. Looks like an evil Barraskewda, but this man runs at you like you took his lunch money. But it's a good Pokemon. It's good. It annoys me a lot. Okay, look at the shiny form. Originally, I wasn't digging it, but my dad had to do something on my computer today because I got these new wireless headphones for Christmas. I was playing the game and I was like, oh, Dondozo outbreak. Let me just, my little Koraidon, go Palmart, use Thunder Punch, and let's go. So it's like, and I see this white thing move across the water. I'm just like, and I kept getting interrupted by Veluzas before I could catch it, and I did catch it. I also found a Dreadnought before that, but I really like this Pokemon. It's a sushi chef catfish that's a stupid giant. So all he does is let little fish command for him. He's so cute. He's literally 40 feet long. If this thing was, the Titan's probably 100 feet. Because this thing in the wild is 40 feet. Imagine the Titan. This thing is cool. This thing is big too. I'm literally scared of this Pokemon. This thing can eat you whole. But it's such a cool Pokemon where it's a sushi chef, it's a catfish, it's a whale. It's so creative. All I'm going to say is that the shiny forms... So first of all, the curly form, the Jubi form, and the Surty form, Tatsugiri is probably my second favorite new water type in this generation. Because it's a cute sushi roll that lives on a sushi cloud. And it's a dragon. This thing is the dumbest Pokemon. And it's so cute. Look at this thing. This is my favorite form, by the way, the curly form. It's so cute. And look at this. Now it's barbecued. And it's cooked in its shiny form. It has an ability where if you have a the Dondozo, its stats will increase, and it's really good because it's literally 2 Pokemon at once. It is literally 2 Pokemon in one. The shiny form for this, it gets cooked. The shiny form for this one becomes all white, Not a interesting choice. The electric one, the yellow one, I feel like is the weakest for me. Because it looks like, because it's literally just yellow fish. And then it becomes like a filleted, cooked, fried fish, when this one already looks like that. Why not make it like red or black? Because this one's shiny is white. So it just looks awkward when its shiny form is this. It doesn't even have these little patterns on. You can't even see them, but they're there. And this one loses its patterns. Why does this gain pattern? This one loses it. So I feel like they could have just done a bit of a better job with the stretchy form, which is, in my opinion, the weakest form of this Pokemon is the curly form. But overall, 8 out of 10 across the board. The shinies are cute. The Pokemon is cute. This Pokemon is cute. And I love it. I even got some of my friend to make it their banner because I have Discord Nitro. I love it. He's running phase with Hisui and Lilligant for no reason. All right, I got a couple things to say about this. Number one, I like this Pokemon. I like that they actually made Primeape like they did it. You can evolve a Primeape now. I just said that sentence. I wish. And I don't know what I'm saying. If you don't know how to evolve them, you're never going to figure it out. You have to use Rage Punch like 20 times and then level up. I thought it was like you get him to level 40 and then die, and then he's just like, you killed me, comes back to life. I also like how it doesn't have all of the little things on its body. It has like little stress, like anger stress veins on its body, and the chains are broken. The shiny form is good. I just have 2 recommendations. Because again, I'm not saying that the shiny form is bad. I just wish that they did 1 or 2 things. Number 1, you could have made it red because anger. Number 2, could have made it green because of the Hulk. It's the best. Alright, next Pokemon. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I really like the shiny form of Paldean Wooper. It looks really good, especially because it's a reference to Wooper Shiny and regular Wooper and the pink crossbones. 10 out of 10. Shiny Clodsire is mid. Regular Clodsire and Wooper over here, top 10. It has like a rib cage going down his body. It has like it's like a land Quagsire. It's cute and I love it. The shiny form of Clodsire doesn't look bad. It's the shade that they use that makes it look like a little sick. If it was like a more like this blue, it was like a lighter bluish with pink, because there was pink on it. If it was a lighter blue like Wooper was, it would have looked great. But I understand why they did it, because regular Clodsire is darker than normal Wooper. So in terms of shiny Pokemon, I prefer the pre-evolution, but that doesn't mean this one is bad, it's just not as good. Solid Pokemon, I love this. I named it Chocolate, and it's on my team. It's like level 70. Cute, great. I would hold it and get a plush of it. That's like the 40-inch ones. Cute. It's cool. I like it. I like that the tail became the head and it's like a little chain chomp, little fake head looking thing. It's cool. I like the concept of it. Girafarig has needed an evolution so long just because of the way that the tail is and the lore behind it. And now the tail worked with the actual Pokemon to be a better Pokemon, and the shiny form is like shiny Girafarig. And it's like this cool little reddish orange, and it has like a blue nose, and it's great. Solid Pokemon. Instant W. I have no problems with it. I feel like if you don't know the way, you'd never use it. And this is one of those Pokemon I feel like if you didn't know how to evolve it, you're never going to use it. So I just feel like they could have done it better to like put this in our faces in the game, but they definitely did a good job on this. My only complaints with the Dunsparce, the shiny form also, by the way, it's just normal Dunsparce or shiny. It looks solid. Only complaints is I wish they made the wings a little bit bigger and the tail a little. I just wish they differentiated it a little bit, just a tiny bit, like bigger wings. More because it has dark blue circles on its body. I really wish that I gave it the dark blue circles across its body, so that way you could tell it was a little bit different. But overall, it's cute. It's a troll Pokemon. We allow troll Pokemon. I have such mixed feelings about this Pokemon. I don't even know where to start. First of all, it's sick looking. Its shiny form is sick looking. They could have made the gold the silver. They could have changed the colors around. No, it's a simple blue shiny. And it freaking works with every other color. My actual problem with this Pokemon is Kingambit itself. The shiny form, though, awesome. This Pokemon awesome. Everything else about it, it's not awesome. First of all, King Gambit and his ability Supreme Overlord, edgiest names I've heard in my life. But the way that this man rolls around like he's on a Roomba and he doesn't actually walk around, I was like, why does he not walk? That's why. This is how he moves around. That's how he moves. It's literally how he moves. And I looked at it, I'm just like, who are you? Who are you? He's supposed to be an old man sensei who's in the wheelchair. He's supposed to be that. And I understand that. I understand that. It's just he looks so stupid. You would expect this man to sit up and beat people up fist to fist. Now this man just Roombas around. VPN, I don't care. Great Tusk. My favorite Paradox form. It's such a cool design. And it's literally just an ancient mammoth. What is bad about it? It's literally an ancient mammoth thing. What is bad about it? What is bad about it? Literally. What is bad about it? It's just an ancient mammoth. That doesn't look exactly like the way that he drew it where it had like these Godzilla spikes. It's solid. I like it. It's probably my favorite ground fighting. Good typing. Not that good and competitive. But it's still pretty cool. Next up. Oh, and its shiny form, by the way. Its shiny form is a reference to the original one. So I can't even get mad at it because they changed a lot of it. Screamtail. Also pretty cool. I like it. I like the shiny. I like the red eyes. I like the pink. I like the color that they chose. It's more like regular Jigglypuff and also like a little bit of Wigglytuff, I guess. I don't know. I like this Pokemon. It's simple and that's what matters. It's simple. It's cute. It's also scary. There's little vampire fangs. We all thought it was going to be a vampire. We all saw it. We knew it wasn't going to be a vampire. We wanted it to though. It's cool. It's primal. It's not my favorite, but it definitely is a cool Pokemon. We thought this was going to be an evolution to Amoonguss. No, it was an ancient Amoonguss. This Pokemon is solid overall. It looks like it's a Amoonguss evolution. It looks like it's not an Amoonguss evolution. But in my honest opinion, I really like this brand. It's probably like top 5. And it has probably one of the best shiny Paradox forms. Only thing they could have done to make it different was like change the leaf color, but that's just a nitpick. The blue is still the Amoonguss color blue. I still like the color that they used. And it looks good. And for a shiny, it's top tier. Let's get that out of the way. It's a cool Paradox Pokemon, and I might hunt for it if I ever... So unlike other Paradox Pokemon, this is one of the few that actually sort of resembles the original. I still like it. They could have changed a bit more, like maybe hint at Miss Magius a bit. But I don't hate it. I think this is actually a cool looking Pokemon. The shiny form is cool. I just wish that they changed the red because the red kind of looks out of place. And the little white, just random thing, it looks cool, but it looks a bit out of place because of the green. But overall, still really good shiny. It's just a couple things need to be worked upon. Solid Pokemon, wish they changed a bit more, but like 7 out of 10. There's not that much bad about it. Doing on the other chance is my second favorite Paradox Pokemon. It has like a dragon tail, which that's how you know that this thing is a dream Pokemon. Why would it have a dragon tail in ancient times? This isn't an ancient form. This is a Pokemon that Professor Sada saw in a book. It was like, that thing probably has a dragon tail because it's from ancient time. No, it doesn't. Best shiny Paradox Pokemon by far. The golden color, the slight change. No, I'm kidding. It's the slight change of the yellow to orange, the slight change of the red to gold. I'm hunting for this thing. I'm going to put a fighting thing, fighting lore. I'm going to walk through the thing and I'm going to find a shiny one day. I really like this Pokemon. It's such a cool idea. Volcarona just coming up and boxing people in ancient times. Solid. It's just solid. 9 out of 10. Sandy Sharks on the other hand, I spent half an hour looking for this dude. And then I've always found him. Also, probably one of the sticker shiny forms is just regular Magneton. This thing is so conflicting because it's just like, if this is in ancient times, where did they get the magnets from? Like, what? And also, if this existed in ancient times, does that mean that Magneton was in the 2,000 years ago? Did we get magnets from Magneton? It's this whole thing. It's this whole thing. It's cute. Looks like a rock star. The black is cool. It's like little fuzzy, ancient, primal caveman hair. I don't really got anything wrong with it. It's just, it's cool. It's cute. It's not cute. It's cool. It's sick. This thing is probably going to fistbox you if you got the chance. Run away from this thing, please. Iron Treads as a Pokemon looks sick as frick. The mechanical legs, the black and red neon curvature down its trunk, This, you forget the face. The Pokemon still looks good without the Donphan face. It looks awesome. It's shiny on their other hand is balls. And like all the future products Pokemon, except for like one, the shinies are balls. The shiny is terrible. The only thing that changes is it gets a slighter gray and the black becomes gray. Congratulations, Game Freak. You've messed up. Next up is Iron Bundle, which I have heard has swept the competitive scene like a storm. Its shiny is also sucky. All that changes is the red into a silver. It's mid. The actual Iron Bundle Pokemon, however, is cool. I like the fact that they changed it into an actual water dispenser. And that makes it creative and unique because it has a purpose. It stores water. It's a water, like little water bottle for you. It produces water. It has a purpose. It's cool looking. I like the fact that they still kept it as Delibird but changed the most important aspects of it. Shiny form is actually crap though. That's the wrong, you know what, whatever. You can't even tell you can't even tell which the shiny, can't even tell what's the shiny. Can't even tell what's the shiny. You can't even tell what the shiny, man. It doesn't even matter, bro. You wanna see the shiny form of this? Look at this. All that changes, the blue became a silver. These shinies suck. People are always telling me that the violet forms are better than the past forms. I'm just like, it looks cool. It's just there's so many missed opportunities with this. So many. First of all, this Pokemon is cool. Again, it's just missed opportunities with the shiny. It's cool. I like the fact that the hands are detached from the body. It's just, it doesn't look good. The shiny form, I like the colors. I like the fact that it's not the same color as regular Hariyama. I like the fact that it's different. And I applaud them for that. They made it look good. It's just the shiny form sucks. Now we get to this thing. I like regular Androgynous. It doesn't look too different from the original shiny. I mean, Iron Jugulus is cool. I wish they changed a bit more, but it's fine. I like it. The shiny form is Ganny's balls. But overall, I like regular Iron Jugulus better, and I think that's kind of been the norm here. Now let's get to this thing, because this is even worse. This thing is a fire poison type. I like the premise of it. It's just, again, the only thing that changes is the red. Nothing else. They could have made the orange wings like a purple or green or blue or whatever. And as long as they changed the secondary colors, I would have liked the shinies. That's all they had to change. But no, they kept them as unpainted. That's the whole thing. I like the fact that the plates are, detached. I like the whole slim body of it. It's just, it ruins it for me. This next one is the only good-looking Paradox Pokemon. Shiny. Future. The silver actually works because it's not already silver. Iron Thorn is one of the few that is an actual different color. So when it becomes silver, you're like, holy moly. Well, that's cool because it's a different color. That's all you have to do, Game Freak. That's all you have to do. It's Mechagodzilla. What else do you want me to say? Best Violet Paradox Pokemon besides the boss one. But other than that, they suck. They suck. At first I thought it was goofy, but after killing like 100 of these to find a shiny one and never found it, I like it. I really like this Pokemon. It's cute, it's stupid, and that's what makes me love it. It's cute. It's Dragon Ice, good typing. I like it. What's this thing? Next form, Arctibax. Good looking shiny. Better than regular Frigibax is, although Frigibax you can tell is shiny, so it's not bad. Looks better. I really hope that the actual final evolution keeps these shiny colors where you can actually tell it's shiny. Looks like a little miniature Zilla, and that's a good thing. It's a mini Zilla. And it has a thermal exchange, boost attack when hit by a fire move. Solid. I like this Pokemon. If it got added to Unite, I wouldn't be mad. What the frick happened to the nice neon color? Why did it just gain a simple color swap? Why? Why is that the only difference? Who decided this was a good idea? Who decided that this was the best thing that they could do? The best thing they could do is just make it this. Make it cyan. Whatever. Gimmighoul's is even worse. Okay, I'm just kidding. Regular Gimmighoul's is fine. I actually really like Gimmighoul shiny. I just wish they changed the color of the chest. And I'm pretty sure it's like a very rare to actually find one of these because you can't really hunt for them. But I really wish that they changed. Like, I like the white that they use, and I think that it actually works because it's a steel type. They could have made everything else silver, which I think would have completed. Like, if they made the chest silver, I would have, accepted the whole white thing. Then we go Gholdengo. The hell is different? Like, literally, what is... I think the only thing that they changed is they made the gold a slightly more... like a little slightly darker. But on the top of Gholdengo and Gimmighoul, I actually like this Pokemon. They've grown on me a lot. At first, I was like, why didn't it just become a Mimic? Like, why didn't it just keep the design? But Gimmighoul is cute, and I like the fact that they're like, ow, when they're around. And I think that they've grown on me, and especially Gholdengo. Even if you can't even if there is no shiny, and if it is, it's just slightly desaturated. It rides on a surfboard. It's like the string cheese mascot. It's golden. It wears the chest. It's like a belt. That's super creative, and they could have just went with the basic Mimikry, but they didn't. And that's what matters. It's actually creative, and I love it. This is actually a solid Pokemon. Wo-Chien. It's a snail tablet Pokemon. What is... Look at this. This is awesome. The shiny form is also sick because it's autumn colors. It's dead leaves with red leaves. And although nothing else major changes besides that, like the tablets don't stay the same, I really like this Pokemon. The whole rune, like the whole Ruinous 4 is a cool concept, especially even these things come from Asia or like Egypt or whatever. I don't really care. I like this Pokemon. It's not my favorite of the trio. My favorite is the fish, but I like this Pokemon, especially the shiny. Same with this thing. They make the blue crystals white, and they make the whole body brown, so it's like an actual leopard. This thing is cool, especially because it lowers defense, so you're instinctively able to do massive damage with this, especially with moves like Ice Fang, Icicle Crash, Avalanche. And the shiny form is creative too. I don't know if these... I'm pretty sure these are shiny locked, but even if they're not, this is still a cool looking shiny. And I think that this is a big W for Shin-Pao and for the whole Ruination 4, because we now have better legendaries that you can actually use and, whatnot. They're so creative in their lore too. There's a whole like side quest for them. This is the weakest shiny form of the 4, from what I've seen. This is the weakest one. This is also probably my second favorite of the 4, just because you can see the layers of earth in its body, and it's like a deer, and it's Vessel of Ruin. It literally, they buff their highest stats so you do less damage. So for example, like, I'm pretty sure this thing has high special defense, so lower special attack or something, or it has low special defense with low special attack, something like that. This is cool. The shiny form, I wished it changed more, but it matches with the Jade Ball more, so actually no, I like it, because it matches with the Jade Ball, never mind. Best shiny. It's blue, it has black body. This is the best. It's like a Mega Charizard as a fish. I love the shiny. It's the best. This is also my favorite of the trio, because it's just a little goldfish, and it's a fire dark type Ruination, Inferno, Flamethrower. Like, it has a good move pool, I think. Yeah, it has a good move pool. And overall, it's a good Pokemon, and I really like the fact that this is a legendary, because it's just a little goldfish, but it's also like a koi fish, beads. Oh, I like this Pokemon. Roaring Moon, really cool. It looks like Mega Salamence, there's some lore to it there. I don't know what the lore is, but I do like this Pokemon a lot. Maybe I'll shiny hunt for it if I ever get the chance, but it's not at the top of my list. The shiny form is also cool because it references regular Salamence, while also looking different enough to where it's cool. Good looking shiny. Iron Valiance is actually the second Paradox Pokemon that the silver works, because it's not actually white. Like, it becomes completely silver. The actual body is white. And I think it works a little better than the rest of the Paradox Pokemon. And I don't know, this is probably the best one. It combines Mega Gallade with like Mega Gardevoir, Gallade. It's like a combination of the 4. It looks really cool. I think I prefer this over Roaring Moon, just because there's way more creativity with this, because the blades can become like a bow, like a little spear. Really creative design. I really like it. It's really creative, and the shiny actually looks good. Koraidon, what the hell do you want me to say? It's the best shiny legendary in a bit. It looks really good. The black, the red, the yellow. It's like more primal, traditional colors, like the red, the yellow that we invoke with like past things, like with the other shinies. Koraidon itself, since I got Scarlet, I've grown to really like. I don't know which one I prefer more, this or Miraidon, but I think I prefer this, just because it's a lot more natural, and it feels like they coded the game with Koraidon in mind, because some of the animations, Miraidon doesn't have a tongue, it doesn't have the little flesh thing, so in the animations, Koraidon looks better. And I really like this as a legendary Pokemon. It's the way that it walks around and it swims and it gains the things. These have grown on me. The little ears that comes out of it, it's grown on me. I really like it. And I think as a Pokemon, they did a really good job designing this thing, especially the other forms. I don't have a problem with this. Miraidon Shiny, on the other hand, is balls. Again, they only changed it silver. I made my own shiny where I made the blue and the purple look green. It looks so good on it. Miraidon is a cool Pokemon too. I think I slightly prefer Miraidon just because it floats and it has the cool electric like tail and body on it. And I slightly prefer Miraidon, but I like 100 times prefer Koraidon Shiny. That's not to say that Miraidon Shiny looks bad. It's just they only changed the silver when they could have made the purple and the blue and the yellow change. So that's the end of this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Sorry if I had to rush through this one, but this was really long. Don't expect any more anytime soon. But I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Please check out my other videos. Seriously, please. I highly recommend that you do. But seriously, come on. Come on. You know you enjoyed. Click the like button. Come on. I know you enjoyed.